Hello everyone, welcome to One Hub Racing. This is season 20, this is round 5 and we are in Shanghai, China. Very rare track that you'd see on the F1 calendar nowadays. We haven't been here for I believe the last about 2 years I believe it is. No, 3 years. 2019 I believe was the last year that we had raced here on this track. According to David Cross, this is a Formula One rookie, an F1 driver, a rookie F1 driver's favorite track, or at least most likable track. But I don't know how much of that is true and how much of that isn't. I am missing something here at the minute. Right then, we'll get out of the way with Liam 13 as he starts his lap. He's on the medium compound tires, so let's see what he can do. Should be a mandatory 2-stop pit stop strategy. But we're following with Liam 13. She's coming through to I believe turn 3. This is now, I believe we are. Yep, through to turn 4, down to turn through turn 5 and up to turn 6. Coming out of the first sector, it's the purple sector 1, but that doesn't still need just the first lap. We'll start getting interesting later on as we get in deeper into qualifying. Right then, through the long sweepers of turn 7, 8, down to a little bit of a hard braking zone over at turn 9. The car feels really unsettled here, and if it doesn't... Oh, I'm seeing spots of rain, so people really want to get out on track as soon as possible before that rain comes down even heavier. Right then, turn 11. Very tight corner, but as long as you've got the good rotation, the car will stick. The car will work with you through turn 12 and 13 onto the long back straight. Down to 14 right at the end. Top speed on this part should be seen. Top speeds, the highest top speed on this part of the circuit, roughly around 202, maybe 200 miles an hour. Around 14, 15, he comes down to the final corner of 16, and let's see what he can do on what his time will be on the board. As he comes into the pits. I wonder, NCF is coming across the line. He's on soft compound tires. He should go top of the timing board, but he's probably invalidated his lap, or he's just on an out lap. Ooh, hello. There's a lot of oversteer there going into turn 1, 2. But as long as he doesn't get in the way of Liam 12, which I might have, maybe a little bit, but not too much. Gazzaman tops timesheets at a 132.4. Speedy Josh comes behind that with a 32.7. Speedway Race with a 33.2. Speed Quinn with a 43.2. He can definitely improve on that lap for sure. There's an Alfa Romeo of, I believe, Salty Bear, that is. No, it's his teammate, APX Rogue, that goes P4 with a 39.3. Salty Bear goes P4 with a 37.6. And Jonas tops the timesheets by a 1/10 of a second with a 32.3. We've also got a Williams, I believe it's Liam 12. No, it's his teammate of Ols who goes across the line. P5 of 34.8. The rain is slightly starting to get heavier. But how much heavier, I don't know. Let's see, who's this AlphaTauri? That is Estimats, who is inverted his lap, so he needs to go again. Behind him is a Williams of Liam 12. He puts himself into P6. And I think that might have been Fuzzy Bear as well. No, Liam. We've got an Aston Martin coming down to turn 16. And that's okay. It's okay. It's Keke, and he's starting his final lap. So we'll follow along with him, and let's see what he can do. Very wide in turns 2, 3. I think the track might just be a little too wet. Maybe, but we'll see if he can get a lap time on the board. And then maybe we'll go from there. We'll see what he can do for the time being, though. Should be it's mostly dry for the race. We've got a chance of a light rain towards towards the back of the race, towards the end of the race. But temperatures, both air and track temperatures seem to be fairly consistent. But there is a high chance of rain near the end of the race, so hopefully the drivers will be prepared for that. A quick side note, as there are two drivers who have engine penalties. That is Danestar and Andres, who both have engine penalties. Andres and Danestar both have not. Oh, Liam's has crashed. I wonder how he's ended up there, but okay. Keke goes P11 with a 39.1. Andres and Danestar, yes. So neither of those two have set a lap whatsoever. So that is good. But now, oh, hello. Jonas is in the intermediate tires, but they're not going to help him that much. And I believe that is, yes, Salty Bear has spun at turn 15. So the track is definitely too greasy. There is an AlphaTauri that's coming across the line. I believe that should be Estimats. Or it's going to be Trunders. I wonder, who is it? No, it's Trunders. So he's putting a purple first sec. Wonder. The track does really look slippery. So I do wonder. How much grip really is out there. Because it doesn't seem like there's a lot. But let's put in a purple first sector. So we'll see what he can do for the rest of it. Jonas is on an outlap along with his teammate MCF, both on intermediate tires, but they won't go any quicker with those on. So I'm not sure what their plan is. But I guess we'll soon find out if those two think they can actually go quicker on those tires. Ooh, Trunders has just spun on the final corner. That is not something that he would have wanted. Oh, there's a missing front wing on a McLaren at turn 5. Sorry, no, not even turn, that's turn 4, sorry. His teammates coming up behind. And there is Liam on the grass after turn 13. The track is way too wet for this. But here's Jonas. I'm not sure about this, to be fair. I'm really not sure. Intermediates really don't seem like the way to go. But if they work, then I guess they work. Kong Hoffer has joined. Hello. It's a late joining person. No. It's not going to get any better than this, and I believe this is where everyone will qualify for this race. So he does come across the line anyways. 13.3 seconds slower. But I mean, I guess he's only just out there. He might have just filled up the tank, maybe halfway or so, to get some running of the intermediate conditions. But I wonder. We'll soon see. However, it is just Jonas, Fozzie Bear, Speed Quinn who are out on track. Oh, and Speed Josh, sorry. Speed Josh is on an outlap at the minute. Yep, just little to no grip there. I mean, guys, to be fair, literally, probably be a better idea to retire, because no one's gonna go quicker than their last laps. They were all in dry conditions. Now both of the Mercs are out, and the McLarens, and one Alfa Romeo. I guess it's just turned into a little wet weather session for the time being. Not too sure why, but it is what it is, I guess. Gazaman chasing after an Aston Martin. I believe that is Keke. I believe it is. I believe it is Keke. No, it's not. Speed Quinn that he's behind. Right then, I'd like to take, if I may, I'd like to take this moment to mention some of our sponsors, as well as our partners. Yes. I'd like to thank our sponsors over at Next Level Racing for providing the prizes in our league. I'd also like to say thank you to Pure Sim Gear, as they provide a pair of their sim racing gloves to the driver with the highest number of fastest laps and pole positions combined. I'd also like to thank our partners over at Vespertine, as they support our championship prizes. ETR, as we partner them for the Going Gets Tough award and the league trophies, and SimGrid, as we are powered by SimGrid, as they run our league through their community and their platform. Checkered flag is out. Has Saltbear really been on these soft tyres the entire time? Oh, but he's in the pit, so it's not too bad. Oh, yes, hello. Sorry, correction. ERT. ERT, not ETR. I apologize. Who's still on? Who has not reached? Oh, okay. Right then, that concludes our qualifying. So we've got Jonas on pole position, followed by Gazzaman on the front row of the grid. P3 and 4 are held by Mercedes, Speed Josh and Speedway Racer. P5 and 6, we've only got 18 drivers, right. 5 and 6, Estimates and Fozzie Bear. 7 and 8, Liam 12 and Oles. 9 and 10, APX Rogue and Salty Bear. As the cars start making their way around the track on their formation lap, few drivers I've noticed are on the soft compound tires. I believe from the top, yeah, everyone in the top 10 on the soft compound tires. Tire deck is fairly high. So I wonder how long before the first rounder stops. I can possibly foresee a soft medium strategy here. Unless safety car comes into play, then maybe soft hard medium. But we'll soon find out. There's a pretty big gap between I believe that was between Fozzie Bear and the Williams. Then we've also got the odd ones out of Keke, yeah, soft medium, soft medium, or soft hard medium. Yeah, I called it. Yes, we've got the others on the alternative strategy, being Keke, Trunders, Leo, Andres, and Danestar. Danestar and Andres both have a lot to do as they both are starting from the back of the grid. Danestar getting as much temperature into his tyres as he possibly can. But nonetheless, he is just coming on to, oh hello, hard, medium, soft, medium, medium. Didn't realise. Okay, that is very confusing. But anyways, we've got 5 lights ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Seems like a pretty good start there from Gaz. But Jonas has been able to keep the lead going into turn 1. Seems fairly clean. A lot of people jostling for position. There's an AlphaTauri and a Mercedes that go really wide in turn 3. And oh, Speedy! Oh no! Is that Speed Josh has collided with? I believe that was I think that was an Alpine. There might have been Fozzie Bear, I think. But now he's dropped right to the back of the grid. Keke has also dropped back from the back of the grid. He started P11. I think some drivers may have some damage, may have some front wing damage, as there's 3 wide going into turn... I don't even know what turn that was. Turn 7. But Danestar is absolutely... No, it's only Danestar. Danestar and Liam are absolutely moving right through the order there. I think we've got a slow Williams that might have some damage there. But what a start there from the Red Bulls. Oh, hello. Speedway Racer, he's off the track at the end of 13. There's a McLaren that went super wide on the exit of 13 there. Really not sure what was happening there. But here comes Andres down the inside of Trunders at turn 14. But he is able to make the move and is able to keep it to stick as everyone comes onto the second lap of the race. And oh, there's a big crash back there. I think that might have been Ols. Yep, it was. You could just see in the background two cars going sideways there. And it was Ols and the Williams. But no, I think Liam is out. Is Liam out of the race? No, he's not. But it is a virtual safety car for the minute. I think that might turn into a full safety car, however, though. And Liam 1-3 is retired from the race. So I think that might be a full... And he's left the session. I think that might be a full safety car then. Doesn't seem like Doesn't seem like it's going to be a full safety car. I think it will just be a normal virtual VSC. Very surprised and very, very shocked that it's not a full safety car. Andres has a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. Not too sure. Where is Andres? He's P... Ooh. There's a three-way battle here for P7 between Danestar, Andres, and Fuzzy Bear. Fuzzy Bear just getting a little... Oh no, it was Andres that was getting a little bit out of shape there. But that was Andres and Trundles who both went into the pits now. And now Danestar has got Speedway Racer just behind him. Speedway Racer will have DRS on the back straight if he's able to keep within the 1 second range of him. Moving further up the grid, Apex Rogue is trying to put a challenge on Liam 12 for P4. He is only half a second behind, but turns, I believe, was it turn 7 to 10, very complex and very tricky set of corners where your car must have good rotational speed. But from the looks of it, that Alfa Romeo is stuck to the ground. Mechanical grip and aerodynamic grip all doing its job, and there is a Mercedes that has spun at turn 11. I think that was Speedway Racer. It was Speedway Racer. But now Apex Rogue has got DRS and is using his ERS to see if he can just get that little bit closer he needs to make a move down into turn 14. And he's going for it. He has made the move, but Liam 12 with the odd switcheroo is going to get back at him through turn 15. But let's see who's going to be later on the break through turn 16, and it's going to be Apex Rogue. But now Liam has got DRS coming down to turn 1. They're going to go round the outside before they get to turn 1. And now Liam 12 has taken back P4. We've got another yellow flag, and it's for Andres. And Trundles. I did see on the map that these two had a bit of a scuffle, but I did not know what was going on. But now that's brought out another VSC. But now this does give an opportunity for the drivers to come to change their front wings if they have any damage, and their tires, as the Alpine of this was Andres and the AlphaTauri of Trundles coming into the pits to change their tires and their front wings. So the car should be back up to 100% health, unless of course they have damage elsewhere on the car, which unfortunately can. For picking up a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC. Fuzzy Bear also has his, which I've only just noticed, but now Apex Rogue and Liam 12 are into the pits. And Danestar's moved up to P3 from the back of the grid. Onto another set of medium tyres goes Apex Rogue. So I believe he'll be doing the medium soft strategy, maybe the medium hard strategy. But now, hold on, APX, that is APX, yes, okay. So they came out, that was an unsafe release from one of the crews. I believe possibly from the Alfa Romeo crew. That was a bit of an unsafe release, as they both ghosted through the pit exit. Very straight, I've never seen that before. But what I do see is a battle starting to stir up further ahead between Ols and Estimats. Estimats does have, and he's got plenty of ERS to use, as they both do, but Estimats is going to take the position, but he's going to outbrake himself completely. But now into the pits goes Ols, and Estimats will be going to the end of the Grand Prix on this set of tyres. Unless there's a late safety car, then he would have. I would imagine he goes to mediums. Further up the grid, though, Jonas is running. He has not changed his tyres. But any more of those extending track limit himself into the penalty books. But he has pulled out a substantial gap from the rest of the grid, 8.3 seconds. Danestar moves up to second place from the back of the grid in just 5 laps. But I believe Estimats is catching up to Danestar ever so slightly. He is. Jonas and Speed Josh are into the pits, and now Danestar is leading the Grand Prix. Jonas onto the medium set of compound tyres. Gazerman is on a fresh set of medium compound tyres. But Jonas just gets out ahead of Gazerman. But he is going to have to give him space into turn 4. Very, very clean racing from our top drivers here. But now Gazerman is has slotted himself into second place. That gave up those two fighting through turn 1 to 4. Has given up some ground to Estimats, who's right behind them now. But I'm not too sure if Estimats is close enough to get a tow. To get within the DRS range, but from the looks of it, he's jumping in and out of the. Oh, hold on! Now it's just saying Jonas is in. What has happened? Huh? But from the looks of it, Estimats is within the DRS range. Oh, he's not. I think he. Oh. He didn't get into the zone. He didn't get into the zone in time. That would make a lot more sense. But, however, he is in the DRS range as they come round the final corner. DRS is now wide open. We should see that gap shrink quite a bit. He's much closer than he was before. We've got a yellow flag. And it's for Fozzie Bear spinning at the exit on the infield at turn 13. But he is moving. He's not out of this Grand Prix yet. We'll move further down. Ooh, Estimats, purple first sector. This could be on for a pretty good battle here if he keeps the pace up. Moving further down the grid, I'm seeing a lot of position shuffling here between Liam and not Liam Sothebit and EKG, sorry. A lot of shuffling, and with the 2 Mercs behind. So I wonder if this is a battle for 7th place between those 4 drivers. If the Merc drivers can just get close enough to EKG and Salty Bear. I think EKG took a quite. Ooh, hello, there's Merc. The mighty Merc of speed driven by Speedway Racer. He's got DRS. That's both of these cars have DRS. But I think, yep. Ooh, hello. EKG just outbraking himself just a little bit there, but he hasn't given up any ground to Speed Josh. As into the pits goes EKG. But I think Speedway Racer did get a track limit warning, a track limit penalty, sorry. But he's in the best place to see the battle between his teammate and Salty Bear. But his teammate has got the job done so far, getting past Salty Bear, but now he's going to try and defend. Ooh, it's looking pretty dicey here. But Salty Bear just able to keep his Alfa Romeo under control there. But now Speed Quinn is starting to join the party here. Joining the party a little bit late, but he's definitely here anyways. So, onto the back straight we are. Does Salty Bear does not have DRS. So Speed Josh thought about making the move there. He could have really made it right there and then. But I think he's just biding his time a little bit. He is on the hard compound tyre, so he will be going to the end. So at any point does he get past Salty Bear, whether it's in DRS or not, if Salty Bear does make a mistake, he may or may not still have to make a pit stop in this race regardless of what happens. However, Speed Josh is going to come under a little bit of pressure by Speed Quinn in the Aston Martin behind him. So now not only will he have to attack Salty Bear, he is going to have to defend from Speed Quinn from getting past. Speed Quinn is on 7-lap-old medium compound tires, as there are only 3 drivers in the hard compound tires, and they are all within 6 laps of age. And Danestar has, from what I've just noticed, has just gotten past Jonas on fresh medium tires. But Jonas is going to have DRS on the start-finish straight, but he did get a little bit out of shape there, and he's lost quite a bit of ground than what he had before on Danestar. But as Danestar is on fresh medium tires, he can put the hammer down for a good few laps. Meanwhile, further back, the battle for P7 between the two Mercedes drivers of Speedway Racer and Speed Josh. But in between them is Salty Bear, and coming up behind, Salty Bear's lost it. Salty Bear's into the ball. He might have a broken front wing from that. He has just reset the track. And Konghoffer has also retired from the session. So now it's just the battle for P7 between the 2 Mercedes cars and Speed Quinn. Speed Quinta is not within the DRS range, but however, Speed Josh is within range of his teammate, and he will use the DRS advantage. So, past his teammate, down into turn 14, goes Speed Josh to be the leading Mercedes. And I believe it'll be up to him to carry his team. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3 of Andres is out of the Grand Prix. He's just pulled over to the side. And that's a full safety car. But I wonder why. I wonder why that's happened. Interesting. But now Salty Bear can replace his front wing and now go into the hard tyres, and he'll be on this to the end of the Grand Prix. Quite a few people have the potential to make a pit stop. Excuse me. Practically every driver has the opportunity to stop for another set of tires, if they so please. And I think that will be their. I believe that will be their final stop. Jonas stays out, Danestar stays out, Gazerman is in the pits, Estimats now leads the Grand Prix. Both of the Mercs are into the pits, so they're double stacking. Speed Josh would go onto the mediums, and I think Speedway Racer would go onto another set of mediums, or maybe another set of mediums. So now I wonder what everyone is thinking in their heads about how they are going to go about with the rest of the Grand Prix. We have We have 16 laps remaining in this Grand Prix. And safety car, I believe, should be in next lap. At least, yeah, safety car, I believe, should be in next lap. So that Alfa Romeo Salty Bear, who's right at the back, should be able to catch up before the safety car comes in. He will have to go at race pace as well as the rest of the other drivers to catch up, but I think they should have enough time to do it. Hopefully some of the drivers, hopefully some of the drivers are burning the amount of fuel they have, especially if they have at least maybe more than 2 laps of fuel in the car. try and see if they can burn some of that excess fuel to weigh the car a little bit less than it is. Salterberry is getting closer, but I think he needs to start pushing that little bit harder to catch up. But let's have a look at the penalty situation. Salterberry still has a drive-through penalty. Huh. Fuzzy Bear has a 6-second time penalty that'll be added afterwards. And Speedway Racer also has a 3-second penalty. Estimates and Dane's estimates, the top 3 have a pit stop still left to go, as it's a mandatory 2-stop. So those 3 will lose out. If there is another late safety car though, that will help them immensely. And I think we've got a safety car for 1 more lap. Yep. Safety car is out for 1 more lap. But Dane starts 16 positions from the start of the race. Estimates has moved up 4. APX moved up 4. Speed Quinn has moved up 3. And Fuzzy Bear has lost 8 places. So now I wonder what's going on through the top 3's mind, as they will need to make their final pit stop, their final mandatory pit stop. And I wonder when they'll take it, because they can't take it at the end of the race. So I wonder if I believe all 3 of those are, all 3 of the top 3 are banking on another safety car. Safety car is in this lap. And I am noticing that the sky has gotten darker. I think if we go back to what I said earlier, I did say there was a chance of rain late in the Grand Prix. Yes, there is a chance, or it says there's a high chance of rain late in the Grand Prix. And track temp at that point will be 27 degrees. At the moment it's currently 29. So, but as Estimates gets us underway, he's just going to wait to the line, but he may have caught Danestar napping just ever so slightly. But I think I just see Gazzaman, who's trying to make a move on the inside, who thought about making a move on the inside of, oh hello, Apex Rogue's gone really wide there in turn 1. The Mercs are still battling once again, but I think those 2 are going to try and work together to make up as much positions as they possibly can this time around, rather than squabbling for positions. The Speedway Racer thought about going around the outside of Gazzaman on turn 6, and that didn't pay off for him too well. But he's not out of the race, but he's still sticking with them. Gazzaman is now 8/10 behind Jonas, and I believe Jonas is on medium compound tyres. He is. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2 further back, that would be Liam 12. It seems everyone's so congested and compact. Saltyberry is now a ghost car. Is he still in the race, or is this his AI driving? This looks like his AI. I think it is. Possibly, but I'm not too sure. Both of the Alfa Romeos come into the pits, and I believe that was Fuzzy Bear who had had a bit of a spin. I'm wondering what's happening back here. Ooh. Estimats has now dropped from the lead of the Grand Prix down to 8th place. Do you wonder what happened? I wonder if he's got a broken front wing, or just not in their operating temp. But now he's dropped down to 9th place as the McLaren just spins, catching the curb. You've got a lot of curb deaths around this track, just be mindful of that. Ooh, and here's the rain. So let's see how heavy the rain will actually be. I do wonder. But now there is a four-way ooh, this can turn it up to be a six-way battle to take P4. But the rain is coming down. The question is how heavy will it be, and will it be heavy enough to where we have to come off the slick tires? Fozzie Bear is into the pits for intermediate tyres, but I think that's far too early to be thinking about to go into intermediates now. I mean, thinking about them isn't an impossible task, but to go on them now while the track is very, very crisp dry is really not the one. But Keke is now ahead of Gazaman coming into turn 14. Gazaman thought about trying to fight that back, but he didn't manage to do so. But now Speedway Racer and Estimats battling side by side through turn 16, and Speedway Racer just getting ahead of him going into that corner. But Trunder's thought about coming at his teammate to take his 8th place. But Speedway Racer, a little bit of contact there, a little bit of wheel rubbing through turn 4. But both of the AlphaTauris are starting to fight for position now, and that is helping Speedway Racer just to run away a little bit, while those two have a little bit of an inside fight in the team. The rain is getting slightly heavier, but it's not massive to where it's a it's not massive to where it will have a big impact on the tires. Gazaman now with DRS wide open, chasing after Keke. Will he go down the outside down the inside of turn 14? No, he won't. He'll just buy his time a little bit, but at least he's much closer than he was before. But he needs to keep up that pace if he has any chance of having a good go at him to have an overtake, to manage an overtake possible. He won't get him here into turn 1. He's just not that close enough. But Keke is low on ERS. He doesn't have much to use. Meanwhile, Speedway Racer is much closer than he was before. But I do wonder, he is definitely going to the end of the race on those tires. There's no doubt about that. But he just needs to be a little bit closer if he has any chance of making a move on the two drivers ahead of him, the Ferrari and the Aston Martin of Gazaman and Keke. But I think Keke might be under pressure here. But Gazaman thought about it, but he's just not going to make the move. Gazaman did get I think a slight bit of better traction coming out of turn 14 though. Once again, DRS wide open. Just not enough to make a challenge for an overtake. Moving on from that, there's a yellow flag somewhere. Just coming out of sector 1. Let's have a look at the battle for the top 4 between Jonas, Speed Josh, Jonas Dainstar, Speed Josh, and Speed Quinn. All 4 of those are very, very tight together. I think Jonas may get overtaken by Dainstar and Speed Josh on this back straight. They will have DRS, and all 3 of you have overtake available to you. But Dainstar really did think about making a move, trying to set Jonas offline, but it didn't seem to work. But Speed Josh is on the freshest set of medium compound tires out of the 3. So he's going to have more pace. He's going to have more tire life and more grip leading into the later stages of this race. But Jonas and Dainstar are now fighting for the lead of the Grand Prix, as Jonas is edges himself out just ahead of Jonas coming through turn 5. Jonas is trying to hang around the outside, but he is going to have to settle for P2 for the time being as they come through to turn 7, 8, 9, and 10. Jonas is very much that behind him. But how is the rain getting on? The rain's still light. The rain is still pretty light. And it's enough for... I believe Sovazibir has retired from the session. Yep, I believe, yep, he has, I believe so. Speedway Racer, sorry. Ooh, safety car. This helps Jonas with his mandatory two-stop. Onto the soft compound tires he goes. Four drivers into the pits. Four drivers into the pits, four on soft compound tires. I do wonder what will happen now. Oh, hello. The rain has gotten a little bit heavier. APX Rogue has a bit of catching up to do. As Oz is into the pits. Off come the hard compound tires and on go a brand new set of shiny slick softs. Jonas, I think, still has to make a stop. He does. He's the only one on the one. He's the only one who's only stopped once. I think safety car should be in this lap, though Jonas is slowing down quite a bit. Yep, safety car is in. And they only just come around turn 14 now, as the safety car is on the start finish straight in the pits. And Jonas, from the looks of it, has completely bolted it. And he's going for it. As we have just 4 laps left in the Chinese Grand Prix. Gainside managed to get ahead of Speedy Josh. What has happened to Speed Josh? Gazman fast time points for causing a collision, a severe collision with Trunders. Under yellow flag, I believe that would have been. Already quite a few battles happening here. Speed Quinn on EKG for his 4th place. For his 5th place, sorry. And Dainstar just ahead. There's... Yo! McLaren, I think, just tried to be later on the brakes, but he had to just had to force another car wide. As into the pits goes Jonas. He's really just thrown away a win there. Dainstar is on a set of soft compound tyres, I do remember that. But so are a few other drivers. I believe we've got 5 in total. We've got a yellow flag on the start-finish straight. It's Trunders, he has DNF'd. And Jonas put on the intermediate tyres. So the track is getting wetter. The track is getting wetter, but is it in intermediate territory? I don't think so. Maybe 1 or 2 laps. Maybe then it would be in the window for intermediates, but right now I don't think so. As Speed Quinn has managed to gets past EKG on the inside at turn 12. And now Speed Quinn has taken P6. Meanwhile, there's another 4-car battle up here with the leader of Speedway Racer and Dainstar fighting for position. Speedway Racer is on the medium compound tyres and he's having to fight and battle against Dainstar, who's on the fresh soft compound tyres, but both of these drivers have to deal with the conditions of the track getting wetter. But I think Dainstar just managed to find a window to get past Speedway Racer. He has, but Speedway Racer's just fumbled it. He tried to outbrake Dainstar, ended up outbraking himself, and now Dainstar takes the lead of the Grand Prix. I think the track is just starting to be a little too slippery on the brakes, for at least for the medium tyre. There goes APX Rogue on the inside of turn 13. Speed Just has now been overtaken by the Alpha Type Estimats. So now 3 of the 5 soft compound runners are now into the top 3 as they all just come onto the final lap of the Grand Prix. So now it's going to be a battle for P2 between Estimats and Apex Rogue as Danestar, if he just keeps up the pace that he's keeping right now, will finish and win this Grand Prix. I think for sure though, I want to give my, I think I want to give my drive of the day to Danestar as he has come fighting from the back of the grid to win the race. Last the first challenge and he has successfully done it. My question for you, actually I'll do the questions afterwards. Estimats is going to have one final chance to overtake Apex Rogue. But let's see if he can make it count. I don't think Apex Rogue is even within DRS range of Danestar. No, he's not. Oh, he is. He is within DRS. He won't get close enough to make a move. He won't dive bomb him from this far back, that's for sure. Estimats was just a bit too eager to get onto the power there. Around the final corner comes Danestar. And he's going to win in style across the line and win the Chinese Grand Prix. Apex Rogue takes second place and Estimats takes the final podium position of P3. Followed by Ols in the Williams for P4. The Mercedes drivers of Speed Joss and Speed Race are taking up P5 and 6. EKG in the McLaren taking up P7. Keke and Speed Quinn taking P9. And Gazzaman taking the final points position of 10th place in the Ferrari. Saltibet and Jonas were the only 2 drivers who finished the race but did not receive points. Everyone else unfortunately had DNF'd. There you have it, your winner, Danestar in the Red Bull from the back of the grid, and he has come and conquered the Chinese Grand Prix. I believe that he is my driver of the day. My question to him is my question for Danestar is, does he think he was able to just catch that final safety car? Does he think that he was lucky to catch that final safety car when it came out, so that he could pit and Jonas wasn't able to because he had already passed the start-finish line? My second driver of the day goes to, I'd say, Apex Rogue. He fought throughout the entire grid, and it's been one battle after another. He's managed to secure himself second place, alongside second place on the podium from the amount of battles he's had to go through. So those 2 are my drive of the days. My question to him, to Apex Rogue, would be, I think, my question to him, I think, would be how is it that you've been able to contain your frustration and anger and managed, from the amount of times where you've dropped to the back, whether it was through safety cars or drive-throughs or anything like that, and you've managed to convert all that anger and make something good of it to where you've been able to finish second place. That's my questions, and those are my driver of the days. But that's it from me here at One Hub Racing. This was the Chinese Grand Prix. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button and turn the notifications bell on. If you're on Twitch, please hit the follow button and also the notifications to know when we are live. And that is it from me. I hope everyone has enjoyed, and we will see you again same time next week for the podium tier of One Hub Racing. Thank you all. Goodbye.